Welcome to Stephen Johnson Stocks. I'm back. I think I've got more serious over the years, I really do. Compared to a couple of years ago, I was a bit more, whoa-ha! You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But green on the week, green on the month, up 500 bucks. It's not a huge amount of money, but it's better than being red after a lot of consistent months. And went through hell and back, but I really feel like I'm on another level now. And once things gets good, once the market gets good, I'll be able to run with it. Main lesson for you guys that I've came through is don't be so focused on one little tiny niche, because I'm good at shorting certain stocks. If I don't see the setup, I'll take less good setup. So instead, I've distracted myself by saying, all right, let's look at different areas of the market, whether that's higher priced or what. I haven't gone too far, but I'll look at higher priced stocks as well as the lower price stocks, because if I just look at the lower price stocks and I don't see something, I'll just trade anything. And I need a fucking distraction. Know what I mean? Otherwise, I'll have myself in a mental chair. So, after a perilous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red months, after starting to get shit together, I'm coming back around green, only 500 bucks up. It's been a funny market though. I've kind of been trading really kind of small lately, just to be safe. PTIE was a bad mistake, otherwise I'd be up over $1,000, but AMPE and AGRX were particularly good shorts. I'll go over AGRX in a minute. But I mean, otherwise, I've really not been seeing any really great setups. So I've been trading super small. With Roku, sadly, I just fucking was messing around because I was bored. That was a completely unnecessary loss. But the rest, just kind of messing around with higher price stocks a little bit. Very small size. The market's quite choppy. Hasn't picked a direction yet, so it's not so easy to make money in these markets. And then when I see the really good gap and craps, I'm just taking them with size. And that's where I am. So this is AGRX, and it was a tricky one, like a lot of the gap and craps this month. For stocks to trade, I can't get the daily for whatever reason, so we'll just flip to trading view. And we can see that this stock goes from the 5s down to the 50s. It's dropped tenfold, almost. But the scary thing is, when it does push, for example, I was short on this red day here, where it traded like 50 mil. But on this day when it traded 50 mil, it shows you that it can open in the 0.58 and it can run as high as the 88. So if it trades more volume, which it did, there's more chance of it going up to around the 1s before ultimately failing. Now, I mean, when we check on stocks to trade, if you check on the hourly chart, you can see, I mean, even pre-market, it was trading. Let's take a look. Traded 20 million in the opening hour. Pre-market, it was trading a couple of mil. So I did take a stab at it around this area and around this area, but I had to cut the loss because it was just mental. And it got toppy around here, but I was too scared to take it. But the key was to kind of watch it fail on VWAP. So if we can just put, sorry, we can't put VWAP up because it's in the past. But I mean, basically, there was a rejection here, and this is where VWAP was. So my final stab at this stock, I was shorting around here, and my VWAP was to cut it at the high of the day. I was expecting it would make the lower high and come straight back down here. And I knew that once it had failed VWAP, which it has failed here, everyone would be underwater, so we'd likely get, basically, if you look on the daily, you've got 20 million shares traded here. This wasn't pre, this was the open. You've got 20 million shares worth of people here, and you've got another 10 million here. So you've got 30 million shares worth of people trading on a 30 to 40 million float here and here, who are all must have an average of somewhere around the 80s, the 90s. So the minute this drops, comes back up, and fails at this level where it's probably a break-even point for most people, once this collapses, we know that everybody's going to start getting out because it's 50 million shares worth of people underwater. Most would have got out on the VWAP fail. The rest have obviously held and took the drop here, or, well, took the drop here or took the drop here. And many will be back holding, hoping that it comes back up. But the point is that it can run on volume. It's not a good idea to even take this pre-market. I think you're just going to get squeezed. I was being a bit stupid. 2 million volume pre-market is way too high. There's way too many buyers. It's way too risky. A sensible approach would have been absolutely to take this lower high. I mean, this lower high is a dead set good entry. So you've got these wicks, these toppy candles, and then you've got this lower high here. It's almost like a weird head and shoulders if you look at it from this way. It's like you've got the shoulder and a head. It's like a wonky head and shoulders. But the minute this lower high sets in and we get this double top here, then it's a sign that it just doesn't have the strength to even make a double top at its high of day. It's kind of double topping on a right shoulder, which is a very bearish sign, which shows the tops in. So if you're short from the 90s, you can take that all the way down to 60s the next day. So I mean, it's like 40% move. All you've got to do is just look for the weakness, be patient, respect that there's a couple of million pre, respect that there's going to be buyers, and wait for the bearish signs to come in. Thanks so much for watching. It's took some time. It's taken longer than ever anticipated, but I feel like in a good few years we'll be off the back of consistently profitable months and years, and I'll have so many free lessons to give you guys, and I'll never charge for the videos. Never! Never!